All right, everybody, we're going to continue to read for this week's Sabbath. We're not doing a regular Torah reading. We're doing the Torah reading for Rosh Hashanah, known as the Feast of Trumpets. The real name is Yom Teruah. And yesterday we read Genesis 21 and 22. And today we're going to read 1 Samuel 1 and Jeremiah 31. These are the Haftarah readings for this coming feast day. We start off in Samuel 1. And there was a certain man of Ramath Zebhom from the hills of Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, son of Jeraham, son of Elihu, son of Tuhu, son of Zuppah, an Ephraimite. And he had two wives. The name of the one was Hannah, and the name of the second was Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. And the man went from his city from year to year to worship and sacrifice before Yah of hosts in Shiloh. And the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were priests to Yah there. And the day came, and Elkanah sacrificed, and he would give to his wife Peninnah and to all her sons and her daughters portion. And to Hannah he gave one double portion, for he loved Hannah, and Yah had shut up her womb. And her rival tormented her even to vexing, so as to make her tremble, because Yah had shut up her womb. And so he did year by year, as often as she went up to the house of Yah. So she provoked her, and she wept and did not eat. And her husband Elkanah said to her, Hannah, why do you weep? And why do you not eat? And why is your heart afflicted? Am I not better to you than 10 sons? And Hannah rose up after eating in Shiloh, and after drinking, and Eli the priest was sitting on the seat by the side of the post of the sanctuary of Yah. And she was bitter of soul, and she prayed to Yah, and weeping she wept. And she vowed a vow and said, O Yah of hosts, if looking, you will look upon the affliction of your handmaid, and shall remember me, and not forget your handmaid, and shall give your handmaid a seed of a man, that I will give him to Yah all the days of his life, and a razor shall not go upon his head. And it happened, when she prayed long before Yah, Eli was watching her mouth. Eli was watching her mouth. And Hannah was speaking in her heart. Only her lips moved, but her voice could not be heard. So Eli thought she was drunk. And Eli said to her, until when will you be drunken? Put away your wine for you. And Hannah answered and said, no, my master, I am a woman pained in spirit, and I have not drunk wine or fermented drink, but I am pouring out my soul before Yah. Do not put your handmaid down for a daughter of wickedness, for from the abundance of my complaint and grief until now I have been speaking. And Eli answered and said, go in peace, and may the Elohim of Israel give you your petition, which you have asked of him. And she said, let your handmaid find grace in your eyes. And the woman went her way and ate, and her face was no longer sad. Then they rose up early in the morning and worshipped before Yah. And they went back and came to their house in Ramah. And Elkanah knew his wife Hannah, and Yah remembered her. We're up to verse 20. And it happened when the time had come around, Hannah conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Samuel, saying, because I have asked him of Yah. And the man Elkanah and all his house went up to sacrifice to Yah, a sacrifice of the days, and to vow his vow. And Hannah did not go up, For she said to her husband, until the child is weaned, then I will bring him, and that he may appear before Yah and remain there forever. And her husband Elkanah said to her, do that which is good in your eyes. Remain until you wean him. Only may Yah confirm his word. And the woman remained and suckled her son until she had weaned him. And when she had weaned him, she brought him up with her, along with 3 bowls and 1 ephah of flour, and the skin of a wine. And she brought him to the house of Yah at Shiloh. And the child was young, a young one. And they slaughtered the bull and brought the boy to Eli. And she said, O my master, may your soul live. My master, I am the woman who stood with you here to pray to Yah. I prayed for this boy, and Yah had given my petition to me, which I asked of him. And now I have asked of him to be given to Yah all the days which he shall be. He is longed for Yah and will worship there before Yah. That was the Haftarah reading for the first day of Feast of Trumpets. Hallelujah. Now we're going to turn to Jeremiah and read chapter 31 for the second reading. Praise Yah. Yeah. Turning there, everybody just keep your mind and thoughts on the Feast of Trumpets coming. And we read 31 of Jeremiah up to verse 19. At the time, says Yah, I will be the Elohim of all the families of Israel, and they shall be my people. So says Yah, Israel, the people, the survivors of the sword, have found grace in the wilderness. I will go to give rest to him. Yah has appeared to me from far away, saying, yes, I have loved you with an everlasting love. On account of this, with loving kindness, I have drawn you. Again, I will build you, and you shall be built again. O Virgin of Israel, you will again put on your trombones and go forth in the dance of those making merry. You shall yet plant vineyards on the mountains of Samaria. The planters shall plant and shall treat them as common. For there shall be a day when the watchmen on the hills of Ephraim shall call out, arise and let us go to Zion, to Yara Elohim. For so says Yah, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the head of the nations. Cry out praise and say, O Yah, save your people, the remnant of Israel. Behold, I will bring them from the north country and gather them from the recesses of the earth. Among them the blind and the lame, the pregnant and the one traveling, one together. A great company shall return here. They shall come with weeping, and I will lead them with prayer. I will cause them to walk by rivers of water in the right way. They will not stumble in it. For I am the father to Israel, and Ephraim as my firstborn. We're up to verse 10. Hear the word, O Yah, O nations, and declare in the coastlands far away, and say, he who is scattered Israel will gather him and keep him, as a sheep shepherds his flock, as he shepherds his flocks. For Yah has redeemed Jacob and redeemed him from the hand of the one stronger than he. And they shall come and sing in the height of Zion, and shall be radiant over the goodness of Yah, for grain and for wine and for oil and for the sons of the flock of the herd. And their life shall be as a watered garden, and they shall not continue to languish anymore. Then the virgins shall rejoice in the dance, both young men and elders together. For I will turn their mourning into joy, and I will confront them and make them rejoice from their sorrow. And I will fill the soul of my priests with fatness, and my people shall be satisfied with my goodness, says Yah. So says Yah. A voice was heard in Ramoth, wailing, bitter weeping. Rachel weeping for her sons. She refuses to be comforted for her sons, for they are not here. So says Yah, hold back your voice from weeping and your eyes from tears, for there will be a reward for your work, says Yah. And they shall come again from the land of the enemy. And there is hope for you in the end time, says Yah, that your sons will come again to their own territory. Hearing I have heard, Ephraim mourning over himself, saying, you have chastened me, and I will be chastened. As a bull not broken in. Turn me, and I shall be turned, for you are Yah my Elohim. For after I have turned away, I repented, and after I knew, I slapped on my right thigh, and I was ashamed. I have even blushed, because I bore the reproach of my youth. That was chapter 31 of Jeremiah, verses 1 to 19. Praise Yah, praise Yah. And we're going to have a New Testament covenant reading tomorrow for the Rosh Hashanah Yom Teruah, Feast of Trumpets. Yah be with you this day, everybody. Thank you, and shalom, shalom.